Hey guys, Swiss Suicune here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Reborn. Last time we fought and captured Entei, and today we're gonna go back to the nightclub to see what's going on. Does anybody else think there should be like a flyaway point at the nightclub? I just think that would be convenient. Before we go there, I want to get some Pokeballs. This is usually a chore that I would do off screen, but it's more immersive this way. We're gonna get some more quick balls. I think there's value in doing some of the like random chores on screen, right? You get to see what's really going on here. Where are the Dusk Balls, sir? I need them. Dusk Balls and Ultra Balls, please. Grab some of those. You don't have Ultra Balls here, do you? Okay, well for Ultra Balls you probably gotta go to like a... Wait a minute, this is a Pokeball shop. Surely you have Ultra Balls. This is whack. Okay, well I'll have to get the Ultra Ball somewhere else. Are you okay? Were you always doing this? What's your deal? So much to do now, houses to refurnish, a new market to visit, and I still have work tomorrow. Wait, where's the nightclub again? Okay, it's this way. Okay, so I'm guessing most of these guys have like the same things to say. This place is loud, kind of like the rail net. I don't like the noise, but it's not awful. At least with the anomalies, there are things I can do. That seemed a little different. The speaker recognizes the dangers you have faced and is glad that you have emerged unharmed. A query. Since the emergence of the phenomenon known as the New World, in addition to the presence of an unusual number of legendary Pokemon, reports of the creatures known as Ultra Beasts have been received. I kind of assumed they'd be treated the same way as legendaries for the sake of this postgame. While this speaker has encountered one so far, really, further study of multiple samples is merited to ascertain validity of prior observations. Can I go catch Ultra Beasts? Have you encountered any such creatures? No. A shame. If the subject encounters any such beings at any time in the future, the speaker would be interested in knowing. Are those like... Oh, I want to catch some Ultra Beasts. I want to use Xurkitree. He was always my favorite of the Ultra Beasts. I also like using Pheromosa too. I used her in like the battle facility in Sun and Moon, and she was strong. Cal, I'm so sorry what happened to you. I'm glad you're still here. To be honest, I saw the moon out last night, and I was wondering. But I'm glad you didn't go back up there permanently. Oh yeah, that's right. So it kind of seems like everybody has new things to say, which is surprising. Oh, hi Sean. Heather and I were just talking about helping with some more of those anomalies in a bit. I wonder what will turn up next. I hope everyone's doing okay over in Barrel. I haven't been in a while. Maybe I should stop over later. You know, I kinda liked my odds against you in Labradora. Maybe you should watch out. Oh, okay, she's just saying that. We struggled against her. This is a nice change of pace, actually. I haven't heard music like this in years. This place reminds me of the runways. The lights especially. Thank you for stopping by to chat. It's refreshing to know that I haven't completely burned every bridge. Do you think that bar carries herbal teas? I haven't wanted to bother about it. Okay, well sounds like everybody's doing good. Except for Cal. Come on Sean, show me how you work it. So I think what's basically happening is like, even though people have like new things to say, we haven't like progressed the post-game in like a super major way. My basic understanding is that we progressed through the post-game in, like, tiers, almost. And right now we're in Tier 1, so we're getting, like, the Tier 1 legendaries. That's my very basic understanding. Need a reminder? Route 2, there's a gate that opens somewhere. I think I heard something about it being in a cave. A local went in to check it out already. Not just any local, but... You got this. I'm guessing it was Hardy. You're back. I've already heard that everything went well at the castle. Right, so you have the same things to say. A lot more have shown up while you're gone. Thankfully I've gotten some help. The other tenants back here. Anyway, there are birds. There have been reports of a pretty bird, an angry bird, and a bird... Yeah, okay, we spread that before. There's been some hearsay of legendary Pokemon flitting about Azurine Lake for a while now. So is this the one where there's like one underwater, one on land, whatever it was? Okay. Luna, this dance floor is rather dreamlike in its own way, is not? It is not to my comfort to partake, but I hardly mind the atmosphere. Everybody's vibing right now, is my takeaway. Oh wow. We're not people, we're vibes. Okay, well, the game read my mind. You say you want to swap out a move or two on your squad for one battle, but you want to get it back later. I can help you out there. See, all you gotta do? Bring me a Pokemon and I'll memorize its moves as they are. We save that mix and you can come back to it anytime you want. No charge for the champ. What do you say? Want to give it a shot? What are you thinking? That's really cool, actually. Well, you get the gist of how it goes, yeah? Nope. Let me turn on the lights if they're getting it. Okay. I did it again. I clicked through his text too quickly. Well, that's a cool feature. I can't immediately think of a use for it, but it will probably come in handy later. You know what, actually, I think I will do it for Veronica. Because Veronica has 2 egg moves right now. OG Vero. Cool. That's all there is to it, I guess. That way I can save myself the heart scales later. If I decide to get rid of Fire Fang or Sucker Punch. Mix and Match Station. Freeform customizable doubles format. I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. Okay, well I'm ready to move on with more anomalies. We just gotta decide which one to do. So there's one at a Poffle, which is interesting. Do we have any details on this one, I wonder? I think, like, maybe the next one we should do is the birds. I think those are, like, the easiest ones to do, basically. So let's talk to Cass again and get a reminder on where they are. Oh, they said they're not anomalies. There's a report from a Poffle, a report from Ametrine, and a report from around Barrel Bridge. Thematically relevant locations. Okay. Let's see. Let's go find Moltres at a Poffle Academy. Who is Letty? I'm managing things here while Victoria is away. But don't you worry, Poffle Academy is like a bamboo forest. We bend, not break. By the way, I know you're totally curious, so I'll tell you. We are always accepting new students. Oh, okay, we saw this text before. It's probably like the 5th Poffle application I've picked up. Yeah, okay, she gives you 2, so definitely. Okay, yeah, I've got like 10 now, thanks. So there's 2 places where Moltres can be. Maybe there's just one place he can be, at the top of the volcano. Maybe we should just go straight there, since that's the most obvious possible location. What if I kept in this part? Would that be fun? Where I go back up a Poffle volcano. Pyrus Mountain. So I think you can get back up there pretty quickly, if you know where to go. And we don't need to do the Macargo puzzle again, I don't think. So let's do it. These ladders always remind me of all things, they remind me of the special event you can do in Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald, where you go to Naval Rock to capture Lugia and Ho-Oh. Because in those areas where you go to catch Lugia and Ho-Oh, like, it has these ladders in it. And they're not, like, unique to those areas, because, like, I think these are just how the ladders look in Fire Red, Leaf Green in general. Maybe it's because in Emerald, like, those ladders only appear in Naval Rock. Maybe that's why I associate it with Lugia and Ho-Oh. That was an event that I actually did when I was younger. I went to New York City. My mom took me there when I was like 7 or 8. Anyway, I was correct. That's a really slick animation they've got for Moltres. And I guess it's really not an anomaly. So can we just like capture it? Is that the idea? Is this like not a battle? Wow. Okay. I'll take it, happily. Alright. So there are some legendary Pokemon where you can just, like, walk up and capture them. I imagine there are not many, though. Heat Wave. You fell for my trap card. God damn it. What the fuck? I ran out of Kustop berries, so I gave Toskivity Air Balloon. Not that it made any difference at all. Toskivity just exploded completely. Cool. I can't even use Nuzzle now. Just reset. I'm gonna insist on using Quick Ball here for the first turn. This is Toskivity's whole thing, is that I can use Quick Ball first turn, but then Toskivity will survive. Okay, well this is a little different now. We are faster, which is nice. Nice paralysis. And, oh, so our sturdy is gone now, so I'm just gonna start tickling. Hurricane, a little weird. I don't want to Nuzzle again because it might die, which is funny. Maybe now is just the best time to start throwing balls. I think everything else kills it. Maybe. Oh yeah, because I lowered its defense by 2, so even E-Speed will kill it. All right, let's just do it. I forgot to buy more Ultra Balls, so this is not a good situation. It's a good thing I showed myself going to buy Pokeballs, because now you understand why I don't have any Ultra Balls. It's because the frickin' Pokeball store doesn't sell them. There we go, we got him in a lame Great Ball. Moltres, not a Pokemon I'm super interested in using. Out of the 3, maybe the one I'm least interested in using for anything. I'm a little surprised that the birds didn't have trainer battles as well. I'm a little disappointed. I was kind of looking forward to having interesting trainer battles for all the legendaries. Bojangles is calm. It's got high attack, high special defense, high speed. That's cool. Thank you, Bojangles. Next up is Zapdos. And while we're here in Barrel Ward, I'm gonna buy some Pokeballs. Because I do need them. Let's buy a lot. Let's just buy like 50. That's a lot of money, but we're gonna need them. Oh, buy some escape ropes too. There we go. Yes, very good. Buy like 10 for the anomalies, so we can leave the anomalies more quickly. Cool. Time for a new challenge. Mountains are great, but they're very different from a desert hike. Mountains, it's just a matter of finding a way up. In the desert, you'll have to learn to navigate a large area based on just a few landmarks between the sands. I'm ready for it. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, thinking about it for like half a second, Zapdos is going to be in the power plant. Makes sense. And Zapdos is probably going to be one where we want to reset for a good one. So like we want like max defense, max special attack. At the very least, we probably want like max special attack and max speed. That's probably most important. Okay, so I'm gonna, I guess I'll save. I mean, Zapdos just gonna be like right here. Yeah, I see him. Okay. I can see his little eyes in the darkness. Cool. I can't paralyze him, but I can still lead with Toskivity. It's too bad I can't see Zapdos' idle animation on the field, because it's so dark. You want to do this the hard way, I see. Yeah, we can actually use Endeavor here. See, I brought Heracross for False Swipe, but it's not really going to work because they can just use Roost. I hope this is not a trend with all the legendary Pokemon where they can just heal themselves, because it is pretty annoying that they can just do that. Also, when it comes to using like Sleep on these guys, because that's probably the most optimal way to catch them is to use Sleep on them. Like, I'm finding that I'm catching them like just quickly enough to where I don't think I really need Sleep. I hate that though. Hate that a lot. Maybe I do need sleep after all. Zap cannon, that's pretty brutal. So I mean, Dust Ball's gonna work here for sure though, so let's do that. There we go. Let's check out Birdo. Docile's fine. Okay, well, oof. We got our max special attack and max speed. That is what I wanted. But we probably want more special defense, right? Let me check, like, the Smogon page for Zapdos real quick, just to get an idea of what I'm looking for here. Also, maybe now would be a good time to just mention, I'm aware that apparently there is some way to upgrade Pokemon's IVs in the postgame. However, my very basic understanding is that it involves using like a finite resource, so it's not like we can just max out everyone's IVs universally. It looks like maybe defense is actually even more important than special attack for Zapdos, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, Zapdos is very bulky. Okay, well I don't think there'd be a lot of harm in just resetting until we get like one that's slightly better. Hopefully I don't regret this. I lowered Zapdos' attack so much with Tickle that he can't kill me with Drill Peck anymore. So that's cool. There we go. Birdos number 2. This one... See, this one seems better to me. The low speed's a little unfortunate, but... I feel like the defense stats... Oh, the HP's really low, though. Okay, one more. Number 3. This one's pretty bad. Okay, I was waiting for this to happen. You have a shiny Zapdos here. The base shiny rate in this game is 1%, so it's not super surprising that we have now encountered a shiny legendary Pokemon. We could, like, it wouldn't be that unreasonable to, like, reset for shinies on, like... Well, okay, not all the legendaries, because for some of them we have to do a trainer battle first, but at least for these ones, it wouldn't be super unreasonable to just reset until you got, like, shinies for all of them. Because the shiny rate is so high compared to the normal games. But yeah, let's go ahead and capture him. There we go. We got a teal Zapdos here. This one seems good to me. I like this one. Special attack, speed, and HP are maxed out, and defense and special defense are, like, decent. I like this one. Also, it's shiny, so that's a big point in its favor. Very cool. Let's keep this one. Our first shiny legendary. I bet there are some really cool shiny forms for the legendaries, but we're obviously not going to be able to show them all unless I, like, go out of my way to show them to you. Okay, this next one is also pretty obvious. I'm just guessing Articuno is going to be at the top of Ametrine Mountain. So it's going to take like 2 seconds to get there. It's not super common that we have to come back to Ametrine. There's not that much to come back here for, I don't think. Howdy, stranger. You don't look like you've dressed for this climate. Conserve heat and stay indoors. And remember, try not to move around too much if you haven't got your rations. Thank you, kind stranger. I don't know if this is like a well-known theory or not, but it's always stood out to me because it just kind of makes sense. The 3 legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, like they kind of look vaguely similar to the birds in Kanto. So like Zapdos looks a little bit like Dodrio, Articuno looks a bit like Pidgeot, and then Moltres looks a little bit like Fearow. I'm pretty sure I got that right. And if you're like looking at them side to side and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I think the idea is like more generally they share like some features. Like Zapdos and Dodrio both have like the long beaks. And then Articuno and Pidgeot both have like the things on their head. I always thought that was a cool theory, that they're like somehow related. Got Articuno here. Articuno, I don't follow competitive Pokemon super closely, but I get all the memes on my Twitter feed, and apparently Articuno is like suddenly pretty strong in competitive Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, which is just kind of funny. I don't know why. I guess it's just like the double format where it can just spam Blizzard. Maybe with the new like snow weather effect that they added. I'm gonna nuzzle this Articuno. And now that I spent all that time trying to get a good Zapdos, I'm less in the mood to get a good Articuno, so I'll probably just take this one as it is. Skibbity, we're counting on you. You can't fuck this up. He succeeded, as far as I'm concerned. I know you have Roost, but I'm gonna go for False Swipe. Man, even with the critical catch. Like, I guess critical catches, I always thought of it as being like, if you get one, you're guaranteed to get the catch, but I guess that's not always the case. I find it strange that I weigh more than Articuno. He's only 122 pounds. This, like, massive bird guy. I guess he's not made of ice, so it's not that weird. I always imagined the legendary Pokemon being so big, but in reality, they're actually, like, kind of small. Anyway, Articuno. Oh, I didn't even put him in my party. That took like 2 seconds. This is a good episode. He made a lot of progress. We got all the birds. Oh, that was a nice Pokemon Center. Let's check out our Articuno. And also our Zapdos, or our Moltres. Actually, I think we looked at Moltres earlier. Articuno is modest. Pretty good. I don't know, you guys. This one's so bad that I kind of want to reset. We got the modest nature, but the 0 special attack IV. That's wild. Fine. I'll reset. Just once, though. You get one chance, Articuno, to impress me. Nice and easy that time. That was like my first Ultra Ball. Oh, I gotta think of a name for Articuno, don't I? Oh. This is, if any of you know what Arceus is, I'll be a little surprised. Can't remove Dynablade. Arceus is, I'm pretty sure his mascot used to be Articuno. But he was like an artist for Pokemon. Like, he would make, like, Pokemon fan arts, and he would do, like, Pokemon, sprite fusions. This is really remarkable. We went from 0 special attack to 1. Wow. Alright, one more. On Arceus' website, where he kept all of his artwork, for some reason, he had a forum open on his website, and like in retrospect, I wonder why he even had the forum there in the first place. I don't know what purpose it served. But that forum is where I spent a lot of time when I was younger, when I was like 10 or 11. And that's where I made some friends that I've mostly lost contact with, but I'm still like loosely in touch with one of them. We actually ended up going to the same college just by coincidence. But yeah, that's Arceus. I'm pretty sure he's gone from the internet. I think he might have like made like a DeviantArt page at some point. He made some new artworks and put them there. But I think he's pretty much inactive. There we go. The Arceus forum, it was like, I guess it was loosely supposed to be based on like Pokemon and stuff, but we really just talked about whatever. I remember like the reason I started posting there was because there was like a sprite fusion contest they would do like once a week, and I got really invested in that, just participating in that with the couple of people that were on the forum. But then that, you know, they only did that for a couple of weeks, and then they stopped, and then I just kind of hung around. See, this is much better. This one's really good, actually. Alright, we're good. Not to diss Arceus, but he did leave the forum, like, abandoned for, like, several years, and it was, like, unmoderated for a while. It was kind of a clusterfuck, because you just had, like, a couple of, like, 10 to 13-year-olds hanging out on this forum that was like, I don't know who was paying for it to stay up. I guess it must have been Archice. It was a weird time. But yeah, here we go. We got Archice. And probably, I'll probably give some EVs to Birdos so we can use him. He's pretty cool. He's shiny. But yeah, I think that'll do it for today's episode. Very productive. We caught 3 legendary Pokemon today. So next time, we'll go back to the nightclub and we'll see what comes next.